I have been absolutely loving various crafting projects lately. Making things from paper has been the artistic avenue of choice of mine for a little bit now. I also love making people custom greeting cards. There is nothing quite like putting a smile on someone's face through handing them something that you made with your own two hands and thought of them while doing so. So in this video, I'm showcasing the cards that I've made recently, two of which are for people that I will be recording my next two songs with in the studio. I'm so excited. By the time you're watching this video, I will be heading off to the studio soon, and we'll have additional content coming out about that soon. I also made a card for my boyfriend, who I will also be seeing right after that trip. So I wanted to just show you how I do this. It's super fun and simple, and again, truly puts a smile on people's faces. I love making cards, and I've learned a few things along the way that I think will help you if you are going to make your own cards. The first one is to make sure that you measure your envelope, and then I will usually take like a half a centimeter off on each side to comfortably fit the envelope so that I'm not trying to like cram it in and so that it fits without destroying all of the work that I have put in. The second thing that I recommend is to get personal. The drum set that you see me constructing here is the drum set that my drummer uses, or at least used last time we were in the studio together. So I'm really excited to hand somebody something that they know was made just for them. Like, there's no way that this was something that I bought at a store. Potentially, sure, I probably could have bought something similar on Etsy with some lead time, but this is where kind of people knowing that you're an artist comes in, but otherwise, people will generally assume with something like this that if it has personalized elements, that you made it. And the time that you put into something like this is really what makes it worthwhile, right? I didn't just go out and spend $7 on a Hallmark card. I poured my heart and soul into it, and I think that there's something really special about that. I know I personally prefer to receive things that have a more personalized element as opposed to something store bought, and I think that generally that is the mindset of most people. Since you're on a crafting channel, I will assume that you two are an art lover or a music lover, and so hopefully this kind of speaks to you as well and can bring you some inspiration to add your own personal touches in whatever you might be giving somebody else. I do just want to note that you see me using a lot of specific tools in kind of this paper cutter and also my corner cutters. These are all things that I have accumulated like over years of being an artist. They're not stuff that like I just bought all at once for this purpose. And I think that as you continue to kind of hone your craft and understand how you prefer to make things, you accumulate tools naturally that kind of work for you a little bit better. So I also have like an X-Acto knife, the scissors that I use, this cutting mat. All of this stuff is not necessary by any means. They are just nice to haves for my specific brand of crafting, if you will. I have learned to love making little paper cutouts, such as this piano. This was something that I drew based on the reference and then cut out and added some white accents to. This is going to my producer, the owner of the studio, and his fiance. I am so excited because this will be my first time recording a piano song, and so that is why I wanted to include the piano specifically in the card for them. I also like to add personal elements kind of on the inside of a card. You know how a card will typically have like the front and then in the middle it'll say something and then you'll have a space to write. I try to utilize that same methodology in my cards as well. This last card is really special. It's actually for my boyfriend, hence the purple background. Telling him to stay away. I didn't want to spoil it, but I did want to display this card in the video before I give it to him, so hence the warning. Obviously, this is for us nostalgic Game Boy Color players. For those of you who are younger, you might not even know what that is, but for those of you who remember the Game Boy, this was definitely my console of choice as a child. Played a lot of Pokemon on the Game Boy. Specifically, the blue version of Pokemon, which is the cover art that I'm putting on the card for nostalgic purposes. I love that spreading joy through creating cards is something that you can have so much fun with and just really take to whatever level you want. I have done some extremely simple cards that have gone a really long way in making someone smile. I have also done some really complex cards, such as this, which are fun and I know will be appreciated and that I do for very specific people in my life who I know will actually appreciate them. I come from a family that believes in giving cards for pretty much any and every occasion, including the occasional just because. So, this is something that I don't take lightly, but I do also know that at a point you receive such a volume of cards that you're gonna have to get rid of some of them, but you tend to keep the ones that mean the most to you, and I'd like to think that some of the ones that I hand make fall into that category. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it gives you some inspiration to start making your own custom cards for the loved ones in your life or anyone who you might want to thank for going above and beyond for anything, really. Everyone will smile at receiving a really cool personalized custom card. And it is also a really fun way of kind of giving back or showing appreciation. And I find that personally very special and would love to hear from you down below in the comments if you do the same. I can't wait to share with you guys the results of my time in the studio. I will have a studio vlog going up soon, so I can't wait to catch you guys in that video. And in the meantime, I should have some additional art content coming soon. Bye!